방송 시작 버튼을 안 눌렀구나.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it. Our master always liked to keep an eye on the village. That's why he built his forge up on the hill.
Wonder why Blackthorn and Zoltan fell out. Hammer envy?
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
아이템 없나?
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole. The chief will think of something.
얘네도 그 만화 고갈 때문에 그거 못 써서 그런가 보다. 이쪽 길이네. 대사를 일단 듣고 오자. 어차피 저쪽으로 가라고 하겠지. 강산 쪽으로.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important. You go back inside now.
아이템이 하나도 없네. 강아지구나. 나 도마뱀인 줄 알았네 이거. 좀 내려가는 길 있고.
Should be enough to last us a few moons, at least.
That's my obituary written then. The man who closed the doors on his great-grandfather's forge.
Oh, don't say that. It's not over yet. Let me help.
아직 끝난 게 아니잖아. 나도 도와줄게. 네. 상자. 이쪽을 살펴본 거고.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
He has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did? Fuck! We're getting nowhere! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
약탈.
It's no use. The flames just aren't hot enough.
I suppose we could
I'd
try
make
working
myself
copper
clear.
instead.
Piss
We had the
off.
This off.
Bollocks. So bearer's magic's no more use than the crystals.
We could try making a bunch of them do it at once.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back?
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming, knew crystals were the problem, not the solution, and spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive, Dravosh won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two with you, August.
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll get Blackthorn the help he needs. Once I've worked out who hates us the least.
But if we can't find the forges, how are we going to earn?
가기 전에 여기 좀 보고 갑시다.
Good day.
Good day. 오, 포션.
Certainly. Farewell, traveller.
주인 앞에서 도둑질하기. 아까 이쪽으로 이쪽이었나? 아이템 턴 데가? 맞지? 응. 가기 전에 아까 이렇게 해서 여기 살펴보고 여기 보고
Isn't there anything we can do to help? It doesn't seem fair, the menfolk having to deal with all this on their own.
I've started putting peas and pulses in the pot. They fill the same hole for a fraction of the price of meat.
없지? 아이템 없고.
Never in all my long years have things been as bad as they are now. Without magic to feed the furnaces, we're doomed.
The chief doesn't seem to think so. Let's not give up hope just yet, eh?
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore, we're gonna have to start looking for new clients.
Ha! Good luck finding anyone else who can make a fire worth a damn.
아이템 있을 것 같은데 여기 없나?
What's the point of mining this shit if no one can use it?
If they don't fix the forges soon, we'll be out of a job.
아이템 내놔.
Miners only. Can't have you tripping headfirst into a pile and bringing the whole place down.
If the sky sucked up all the ether or something, would explain why nothing bloody works down here anymore.
Watch it, stranger. There's a fault up ahead. Take a look if you want, but slip and you won't be coming back.
아, 그렇구만요. 오! 가루다를 왜 꼈었더라? 기억이 안 나네. 가루다를 왜 꼈지? 별거 없네요, 결국에는. 이쪽에 커얼 있지 않았나? 커얼 있잖아. 저격. 좋아요. 아, 저기 다 살펴봤잖아. 제이치 하는 거 봐. 저는 개짜로. 얘가 컬보다 체력이 확실히 많네. 좀 이따 잡고. 엘라멘트.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
미친. 와, 64,000딜. 활용이 내열가죠.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
기왕 온 겸 몬스터 몇 마리만 더 잡고 가자. 컬 잡고 가야지. 컬 어디였지? 저쪽이었나? 응? 어디더라? 이쪽 맞을 텐... 아, 저 있구나. 뭐야, 부서지셨어? 체력타는 거봐 진짜. 와, 미쳤다. 존나 쎄. 야, 스킬 저거 같이 쓰니까 그냥 녹아버리는데. 개점. 이거 잘하면 넘어갈 수 있겠다?
Let's go.
안 되네. 마을인 건 확실하네, 일단은 여기.
What's this all about then?
Dunno. Some kind of new invention.
Good news, Clive. When I told people we'd be building them a new furnace, they were practically falling over themselves to help. Talk about changing their tune, eh?
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
하긴 크리스탈 같은 게 있었으니까 풀무 같은 게 필요 없었겠지.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
넌 볼 생각 없겠지만 난 볼 생각 있어.
Don't go thinking those cinders mean I've forgiven Blackthorn. Because I haven't, and I won't. But knowing how much they improve my work, I can only imagine what they'll do for him.
말을 안 하네. 벼러들이구나.
These things are going to take some getting used to.
Yeah. Give it a week, and you'll wonder why you ever bother with crystals. Let's run through it again, shall we?
Hey, that's not Blackthorn, is it? I thought I'd see his face in Dravost again.
I'll bet the blacksmiths will be queuing up to buy you a drink now. Reckon you might have saved this town and everyone in it.
자, 그러면 미션 다 깼고 보고하고 진행하자.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pick old Cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless nights trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. That's good enough for me.
좋았어. 영성 1600대였나? 이거 뭐야? 우로보로스를 제작할 수 있습니다. 어허? 신규템.
What do you want?
어디 보자. 이거 강화할 수 있고. 이건데? 지룡의 혀, 드레드 패더. 전설템인데?
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
지금 당장 못 만드니까 포기하고.
Fine.
그 다음에 식물원하고 업무실.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Here. It's your problem now. What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once. It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil, how they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well. I'm glad I could be of assistance. You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
이게 좋네. 그 은신처 퀘스트를 클리어할 때마다 조금씩 모습도 바뀌고 그러네. 나도 능력치 같은 거 올라가고.
Allow me to thank you again, Master Sid. I do believe you have quite a knack for this sort of work.
A few more of these and the Deadlands will seem less dead.
These flowers are beautiful. Pity we have to boil them all down to make medicine.
A trader from across the sea once told me that on the continent they play music for their crops. You got that one, huh?
그 다음에 타르야.
The realm's crops are all being harvested early for fear they won't grow under these skies.
Sid, heard you were in Canva fetching young Ned.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Thank goodness you're back. Taya looks like she's about to collapse. Is this what you needed? Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Elysia, but Taya's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Taya. I'm so proud.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive.
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
다 깼나? 거인의 태난. 거인의 태난.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
어빌리티 포인트 2500? 존나 좋은데?
Here you are. All done? How may I help you today, Clive?
타오르는 햇불.
All done?
자, 이러면 서브 미션도 다 했겠다. 드디어 메인 미션 진행하러 갈 수 있겠네? 근데 그 전에 거인의 낫이었나? 그쪽에 현상금 몬스터 좀 잡읍시다잉. 응, 이쪽이 빨라.
Let's go.
뜨뜨르뜨르르뜨.
오, 샤키.
때리고 튀기. 까미. 지나갑니다. 거인의 대낮이라 했는데 한복판에서 나오려나? 어떻게 되려나? 한복판에서 안 나올 것 같은데.
This might take a while.
이쪽이겠지 뭐. 저번에 그 리키드 뭐 잡았던데 거기겠지. 거기다.
Straight home now.
This
won't be easy.
너 뭐니? 맞딜. 얘가 아닌데? 왜 엉뚱한 놈이 길 한복판에서 길막하고 있어요. 뒤지려고. 꼬불 꼬불 뭐야, 마법사 있어? 잡몹이 왜 이리 많어? 이쪽이 맞을 텐데. 설마 이쪽 아닌가? 뭐야, 위기나. 이쪽이 맞을 텐데. 저기 다 왔다. 여기 아니네? 여기 아니야. 거인의 대낮이라고 했는데? 그 이쪽인가? 그러면 여기 찍어봐. 아이템 먹고.
우와.
이건 먹어줘야지. 여기 있구만.
Thanks, girl.
레드 코멧. 따라라.
That's that no chocobo island scene. Something tells me it won't be easy to run.
미친 마법스네. 와, 쩐다. 와, 미친 데미지. 이거 없나? 경직도 없네. 초코 메테오. 거야 미친네. 와 존나 세다. 아니 야 몇 번 떨고 그런 거야 저거. 미친 초코보네. 와 음식 빨았는데 뒤졌어. 아 포션 빨았는데 뒤졌는데?
Good girl.
와 힘의 약.
Fly, Ambrosia.
클라이브가 저렇게 비명 지르면서 죽는 건 처음 보는 것 같아. 존나 웃기네. 아 경직도가 없으니까 가로 다 빼. 가로 다 아니요 라무 껴야 돼. 라무 끼고 헐 니가 뭘 할 수 있는데. 가자. 일단 선빵 갈기고 시작할게. 어차피 경지 없잖아. 아이고. 이거 왜 안 피죠? 아우 씨, 헬핀 안 돼. 아이씨 좀 보이는 데 떨거라. 안 보이니까 캘 수가 없네. 드레드 패더.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
아이템 2개나 있네? 자 이러면 메인 미션 하러 가도 되겠다. 맞아. 나 여기 다 못 봤어 생각해보니까. 여기에 그거 나오지 않았나?
Ready go?
옥수수 나오지 않았나?
Yeah.
비켜, 씨. 아, 막혀 있었지. 뚫렸니, 이제?
Straight home now.
뚫렸구나, 이제. 아, 미친. 이걸? 에바지. 근데 여기 뭐 있나? 아, 그냥 마을 길이구나, 뒷길이구나. 좆도 없는데 그러면 여기? 아이템이나 몬스터 있는지 확인하고. 저 반대편 길인가? 길이 있는 건가? 그리고 어빌리티 4000이잖아. 어디 보자. 강화를 안 한 게 지금 타이탄만 남은 건가? 그런 것 같은데? 마스터하고 강화하고. 세틀라이트 수가 들어갑니다. 이것도 한번 써보긴 써야 되는데. 헬다이버? 내려와 좀. 알아서 다 죽어버렸는데? 고블린 나오는구나. 아이템도 없는 것 같은데? 오, 힐기 같아.
No holding back.
뭐 없네. 다 잡았는데 이러면? 역시 없을 리가 없지. 타이탄의 통로. 경험치 달달하구만. 데몰리션링. 데몰리션링. 마을 입구인가 이제? 여기 몬스터 안 나올 것 같다 더 이상. 아니네.
You deserve a rest.
안 터져야 되는 거구나. 아닌가? 아, 맞는데? 랠리 포인트 찍을 수 있겠다. 오쇼.
If the hills around my home are crawling with the king's Akashic, I keep the gates closed too.
나중에 또 다시 올 필요 없겠구만. 자, 이러면 슬슬 메인 미션 진행해볼까?
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this core was meant to be hidden!
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready! But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
아카시아에 되어있네.
Here they come!
많다. 좋아, 좋아.
Mid needs every moment we can give her.
Behind me, my brother. I'll take care of these fuckers.
자, 이만세 피닉스하기.
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast!
Once it gets going, well, that takes time. Unless you fancy giving us a push, you lay in the old sack and die.
Oh? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer next?
I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
Rules like the coffee can. Without the pay, and I'll stop back with them.
이거 마지막이 아닐 텐데? 마지막인가? 좀 단단한 친구 같네? 오, 씨발! 어우 씨발. 마지막이었네?
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
어, 뭐야?
But I thought he was... Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
오케이, 좋다.
Up for another round? Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my eyes? No matter, heads will roll all the same. Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bother me! Weigh anchor!
나이트 오브 라운드
Engine
그거
dead slow
했나?
ahead!
Have care, my friends. It is not blood that runs through a lady's veins. Foes will not fall easily.
약한데?
They will like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes.
Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
맞네. 개꿀린.
Should we make for the ship? Not yet. Wait for my signal.
Nice try.
In your own time, Clyde!
Right, grab for it!
얘들아.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye, and they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
응?
Rigor of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord. Between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
존나 빠르네.
Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye! Do you feel that,
Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
one leads, so does the other follow. A bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigos, gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Now or never. I'll find her.
Bloody hell! How to stop it!
Where did you hide, Barnabas?
아이템 없니? 근데? 잠깐만. 아, 슬슬 거슬리네, 너. 아씨, 안 보여. 어디야? 어디로 가야 돼? 이거 바꿔. 도로가 비켜! 길 막지 말고 비키라고!
No! There he is! He wants him alive! Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
어디야?
To me, boy! Oh, steer the ship!
She must be here somewhere.
아이템. 소리성격 돼지고.
What the hell are you?
위는 난리가 나는데 이 지금 평평하게 앉아가지고 쉬고 있어. 침수되기 시작했네.
Jill,
You came.
get back.
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix, are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame. In earnest, then.
와.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation, and thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black, and all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come, do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
어, 씨발.
In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much.
차가 길어, 씨발.
All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know more of this world than our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods.
어, 씨발, 피했어.
I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might.
어, 씨발, 안 보여, 스킬이. 아, 저게 그거구나. 아니, 내 깎는 거 맞는데? 막을 수 있나?
Assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
이거 원래 지른 그거였나? 이벤트였나? 뭐지? 빛이 찰나 임펄스.
hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn.
Holy shit.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
팔 멀쩡하네? 석화됐다 하지 않았어?
Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for, of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. having pledged my life to those I love. And I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
씨발. 방송 잘릴까봐 존나 무섭다.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough, whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
아니 나 지금 방송 잘릴까봐 존나 조마조마했네. 방금 것도 좀 많이 위험하긴 했다.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up the hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
자, 시바 힘을 흡수하였습니다. 전후 좌우로 재빠르게 이동할 수 있으며 빠른 움직임보다는 적과의 간격 접변 공격을 피할 수 있습니다.
I should visit Joshua, assuming Tali will allow it.
You need anything, you just ask. We might not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness we've got in spades.
말 없네. 자, 서브 미션 쭉쭉 생겼네.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
어디야 여기? 노스리시?
Think you can help?
마을 바깥에도 그러면 은신처 바깥에도 그 생겼겠네? 맞네. 후편이고 전편 이것도 전편. 서브 미션 존나 많다. 오. 위키드목도 추가됐겠지?
Through Orcish.
없어? 다 잡았네.
Clive. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. Thus ends today's lesson.
자, 일단은 시바부터 봅시다. 시바도 좀 써봐야지. 아이스 에이지 데미지 좀 세네? 마스터는데 3000이야 미친. 이동 중에 동그라미 누르면 적을 동결시키는 프로스트 바이트를 설치합니다. 라임. (1940) 히트 수가 늘어납니다. 써보긴 써봐야지. 그러면 아이스 에이지. 끌어오는 건데 다이아몬드 더스트 넣고 아, 생각해보니까 이것도 그거네. 이러면 피닉스를 빼는 게 맞지. 지식이 존나 강한데 이거? 단일 딜러, 단일기 좀 강한 거 좀 넣고. 와인드업을 여기다 놓고. 전방 세방 후방에도 쓸 수 있고, 경직이 늘어나고. 타이탄을 쓸까? 차라리 타이탄이 날려나? 타이탄. 끌어당겨서 가우지로 띄우는 건가? 가우지로 위키드 힐로 땡기. 가로다 바우먼트 넣고 위키드 힐 넣고, 그러면 경직이 2개. 이걸 썬더스톰이 아니라, 마스터 안 했구나. 딜 부족한 거는 이걸로 하면 될 것 같기도 하고. 와인드.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Oh, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsmen I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at Aoife like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
How do you split the sea?
You reckon? I reckon we're better off not knowing.
잠깐만요. 저장부터 하고. 바르나바스 전 하기 전에 저장 좀 할 걸 그랬나 봐.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later. quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn? Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
How do you split the sea?
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
Please, Your Grace, stay strong. My Lord Marquis. It was the greatest honor of my life. But now, so I bid you. Your companions are kind indeed. I must admit, but I see now.
Yote, Is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but...
But
his Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
for Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source, one that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
일단은 지금 서브 퀘스트를 받고 있는데 밥을 먹고 좀 쉬었다 와야 할 것 같은데 아우 아침에 너무 일찍 일어났더니 피곤하네.
Then again, why settle for low-born chaff when we've honest to goodness royalty right here beneath our roof? If Prince Dion cannot see my love for him, then perhaps the Phoenix will.
Welcome home, Sid.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
What a wonderful idea, Jocelyn. Let's do just that.
So, she don't need sails or oars, but she's still the fastest ship on the sea?
That's what Mid says, anyway. Though I'd have to see it to believe it.
According to this, Barnabas Tharm is called the last king on account of the fact he hasn't aged a day since claiming the throne.
But that was almost 35 years ago.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic, we'll need to find another port.
Perfect. Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
It'll do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
여러 곳 들려야 되네요. 자, 아우. 일단 캐스트만 다 받자.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
말을 하다 말어.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for lessons?
I finally finished the book I was writing. You're welcome to read it. If young Jocelyn hasn't already defiled its pages with his infernal scribblings.
Canva lost? It can't be true. I'm sorry, but the report was clear. The scouts found no survivors.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had anything so delicious.
I should be so lucky. They're all in Tet's belly before they've even had time to cool.
Oh! Be seeing ya.
If I painted you black, could you fly me across the lake? Are you even listening?
Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah, the weight of all that Clever girl, that one. So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? Anything else?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Papio nuts and
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roots.
Most of what we have now comes from here in the hideaway.
Clive. Going purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Welcome back, Sid. Might be a mo. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
What do you recommend?
A shirt. This is a tavern, not a brothel.
Sid! How about a round for us little people?
Hush you. That man doesn't owe you anything.
Hope adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
We all know that bearers have a resilience to the ill effects of ether. But don't you find it strange that there are those who, despite being free of magic's burden, can seemingly pass through a flood without consequence? I asked our luresman how this could be, and he suggested that it might have something to do with bloodlines. Many of the realm's dominants are born to specific families, you see. The Rosfields, the Lesages. So there must be something in those families' blood that provides them with the potential to become vessels for icons. But what about the ones who don't awaken? Could it be that this same potential provides them with something of the same immunity? Your uncle's recent travels with you across the ether-ravaged countryside would certainly suggest so. And yet, what about Gav? Well, in smaller, more isolated populations, bloodlines are less diluted. Hence, Shiva's dominance sometimes awakening in the child of a common northerner. And our scouts not having turned 100 times over.
그렇구만. 아우 졸려서 안 되겠다. 아우 일단 여기까지 할까?
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything. Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts?
아니야. 초코
Some say that's
변신했어.
one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers.
자 일단은 아 졸려서 안 되겠다. 일단은 여기까지 하고 좀 쉬었다가 다시 방송 켤게요. 밥 먹고 좀 자고 해야 되겠다. 자 일단은 방송 종료하겠습니다.